Hey guys, so I'm gonna be doing readings for the four elements. So there's three zodiacs in each. So it's Earth is Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. Fire is Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. And air is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And what I didn't do? Oh, and water is Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. So this is for um the 28th and the 30th, because the 28th we have a full moon called the wolf full moon. um and it's called the wolf moon because around this time in January is when you hear the wolves howling the most. So that's why it's called that. So what the energies are is pretty much like the intentions that were set in the new moon um in November 14th or 15th is what's going to be the peak of this full moon. So whatever your intentions were during that time, or whatever you were going through during that time, even the dark night of the soul part is pretty much what's going to be coming up and being focused on, and the peak of everything and the fruition of it. Um, this is when you would launch new projects from that, or just in general, because it's a full moon and it's completion kind of thing. And you would you know start something new. It says like projects and stuff, but maybe a relationship or whatever. The only thing is that we have Mercury retrograde on the 30th, and they tell you not to do that. So it's very contradicting. That I keep getting that. It's very contradicting. It's up to you what you want to do, especially I just got that card for me. It's up to you what you want to do. Mercury retrograde is pretty much when Mercury goes backwards. So Mercury is about communication. So it's like everything that has not been taken care of is going to come up. So if you have unresolved issues with anything, like mainly, I think more like people, situations, stuff like that. So if you have an ex or just a friend that you have unresolved issues with, most likely it has to come back because it needs to be resolved. But we also have the full moon, which is also about completion. So during the full moon time, definitely take time to reflect, rejuvenate, and release. So what this is about releasing what no longer serves you, that you might be holding on to, or you just haven't like completely let go. Like maybe it's like lingering around. You know what I mean? So those are the energies that are going to be coming with the 28th and 30th. Do some release rituals if you're into stuff like that, and do a moon bath. So pretty much like do a moon bath, just look it up. And do stuff like that. The energies of a full moon is very, very hard on people. Not hard on people, but it's very, it can take a lot of your energy. Let's just say that. So take it easy on yourself. If you're tired, do not, you know, beat yourself up for it. Pretty much like relax. And just, yeah, things are just going to come about and you're going to have to deal with it. Mercury retrograde also brings, they say do not start something new. So it's like the full moon and then that's. But sometimes if you do start something new during the Mercury retrograde, like even like a quick hustle or something, like maybe during Mercury retrograde it will work for you, but then after Mercury retrograde it will stop. You know what I mean? So it's like you can decide what you want to do. They say also, technology things, electronics, if you don't have them fixed by now, try to get them fixed. I know it's like in 2 days, because shit will start breaking. So that's one thing. Communication is going to be all backwards. It's going to be hard to communicate. There's going to be a lot of confusion. Also, if the full moon is bringing everything back and the Mercury retrograde is bringing everything back, it's going to be a lot of heavy energy. But it will be good because what no longer serves you will be released and let go. And if it's not, there's resistance towards it, there's going to be problems and you're going to have tower moments, and the universe is pretty much going to give you a bunch of shit until you deal with it. So I would not do that. If it's hard to deal with this, like I said, be easy on yourself, take moon baths, release rituals, reflect on what it is you want, what you know you have to release, what is the best for you. Hi, baby. Okay. Because whatever is the best for you is obviously, no, come here. No. So it's like, if somebody's in your life and they're really not that great for you to have in your life, but like you have unresolved issues, it's gonna come up. No. Lay down. Yeah, she just jumped up. Are you leaving? No? What are you doing? No. So this reading is actually for Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. So the earth sign. So you get to see my bunny. So yeah. So those are what's going on right now. For the next 2 days, I'm going to do your energies that are going to be the point of the reading, but also the overall energy of what's going to be going on during this time. Also, whatever you are trying to set intentions of around the new moon, which was November 14th. And hold on a second. Okay, sorry. So it's going to be like what's going on, what you're going to be dealing with. It's actually funny because you got released. So we got shaman, ancient healing wisdom. Okay. Rain, purification. Lightning, power. I can't even say it. It's the autumn equinox pretty much, which is release. And then DNA karma. So what I'm getting from this is a lot of you don't even know how much healing of a person you really are. The ancient healing wisdom, a shaman is obviously a healer. Look it up if you don't know what it is. But you have so much healing powers that it's like the things that you need to release. Once you do, it's from karma. It will help you purify and get into a new kind of energy. What this is going to bring as well is a lot of signs are going to have different perceptions, different ways of looking at things, different ways of doing things, more clarity. The confusion's going to kind of go away, but again, we have Mercury retrograde coming up, so confusion comes with that because communication's all over the place. It can be. This can also be a good thing because whatever the full moon is going to bring, because it's completion of what you were already trying to manifest before. Then you have the Mercury retrograde, which is also going to bring back the past that needs to be resolved. So it's very interesting. So yeah, this is good because it's like I think you're going to find out more of your healing in this whole thing, which is going to help you have more power to feel like you can release whatever it is that is your karma in order to get to that purification of feeling rejuvenated and, you know, all that. You feel better about everything. So there's something in your life that needs healing, but not only needs healing, but it's part of your karma. So something's going on that is karmic in your life that you need to release. Like I said, if you don't release during this time, the universe will give you crap to deal with, tower moments pretty much. So you have to release it. And if you don't, you're not going to get that, you know, rejuvenated feeling. The monkey brain will go away. The constant overanalyzing, overthinking about the way you're thinking now. Okay? It's not, because, again, Mercury retrograde is hard with communication. So, it's hard with communication. So, I don't remember what I was saying. Never mind. Okay, can I have cards for Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo, please? Thank you. Okay. So this is going to be a very interesting time because with the full moon and all the Mercury retrograde's already... Can you please have them? Mercury retrograde is here to bring back crap. And then on top of that, wait, I did this last time. On top of that, it's just let go of the karma. Let go of release what needs to be released, because if you don't, it's just, it needs healing, whatever it is. There's something that's going on in your life that needs healing. In order to move on and let go of that karma and learn from it, you gotta use your power. And yeah, see, you want to do that because you got the sun. The sun's the best card in, I'll do it that way, in the deck. Okay, so you got the Chariot, the Knight of Cups, the Eight of Swords in reverse, the Hierophant, the Sun, the Eight of Wands, the Lovers in reverse, the Hierophant in reverse. Good night, I love you. The Eight of Pentacles in reverse, the Nine of Wands in reverse, the Devil in reverse, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, Knight of Pentacles, Three of Wands, and Justice. So you could be dealing with a Cancer, a Taurus, a Libra, a Capricorn, and a Gemini. Those are the, an Aquarius. And we're in the Aquarius age, so it kind of heightens all that. So if you're dealing with anybody in those zodiac signs, or a person that has any of those zodiac signs in their placement, and it could be really strong. That's who you could be dealing with. Okay. So I feel like there was a situation. Hold on. Okay. This is good because there's healing that had to be done in a relationship. And needed to be balanced out. It wasn't really going anywhere. There was too much confusion and felt stuck in your head in order to make a commitment or even court stuff. Do not sign any contracts during Mercury retrograde if you can stay away from that. There was a decision that needed to be made and it wasn't, and there was no balance. There needed to be communication, but no, the intuition was not being used or being listened to in order to start a new beginning and have that new skill or the lessons that needed to be learned in order to be able to have this situation or relationship happen. You weren't using your intuition. You were looking for a new beginning, but like I said, there was no justice in the situation and there was no balance. Did try to, like, you were very determined. You walked away with did not serve you anymore, but you did put the effort in there, but there was just no beginning that ended up happening. You either walked away from the situation which brought you happiness, or you're leaving a situation and healing from it and releasing it, and the karma is going to be leaving so this situation could be fixed to bring you the sun and justice. And moving on to your Knight of Cups, which is pretty much like this. I don't even, like, your knight in shining armor, freaking love your life person that wears their heart on their sleeve kind of thing. And there could be a message from them. Again, communication is 8 of Wands, but if you look in the corner, he has like a love letter and a cup. So he has something to offer to somebody. Also, Valentine's Day is coming up, so I don't know. There is a commitment in this, but there was no decision made. So that's why there was like walking away, and you did what you had to do, but you left your shit behind. Wanted that new beginning, but you needed the justice and the healing in order to release the karma that you were dealing with to purify. But you needed the power to be able to do that, which helped with the healing with this situation. This could be a new relationship coming, a new love, somebody that you know or dated, or it could be an old relationship that's coming back into play. Again, we have Mercury retrograde and all this crap that needs to be resolved if you have unresolved issues. By leaving this situation or going towards, could either be leaving or going towards this situation again, because the Chariot can either be moving on or it can be going towards something, okay? It's going towards the Knight of Cups, and after that we have the 8 of Swords, which usually means you're all stuck in your head, right? But it's reversed, so it's like now you have clarity and you know what you want to do with this commitment, okay? And it's gonna bring you a lot of happiness, like a lot of happiness. Also, see how it's really yellow? That has a lot to do with your solar plexus chakra, which helps with confidence, your self-worth, the bravery, the power within you, which you have power. Just pretty much how you feel about yourself, like good. And if it's the sun, then usually, you're going to feel good. And that card is like almost one of the happiest cards. Plus it has 19. So 1 plus 9 is 10, which is also a completion. Because the 5, because the Hierophant and the Sun are next to each other and the Hierophant is a 5, 5 means major changes. It can mean unexpected things. So I feel like that is happening with a commitment, and it's going to bring you happiness with the Sun. Because you're not stuck in your head anymore, because before you weren't using your intuition and it wasn't bringing a relationship together, and there was no balance, which is why you need justice. But it's like you want this new beginning, right? You want it, but you need the justice and the healing and the purifying first before you can release that karma. Now, the karma can just be a lesson or a karmic relationship or something that you did to somebody, obviously, and it's being presented back to you. And it could be with this person. So there was manipulation in this. There was the communication, it wasn't happening. So it's like there was manipulation, emotional manipulation. So it was like somebody would play with somebody's emotions. Like maybe they would pull back and give them breadcrumbs, but like they knew what they were doing. Like they purposely made it look like they were upset with the person to make them feel bad for them, in that kind of manipulation thing, which ended up really fucking up things. There was no stability, no grounding, no balancing within that situation because of the manipulation that was there, okay? And it brought you to not be able to learn that lesson, and that's why you need to release that karma, right? Because 8 of Pentacles is about mastering new skills, creativity, starting something new. Like mastering skills is in like studying, even evaluating or starting a new relationship. You know what I mean? It's like it's not happening because you weren't listening to your intuition. Like it was telling you to have that new beginning, to do that commitment, to have that happiness with your Knight in Shining Armor. Have that communication, go for it, but it's like instead you just looked out at everything, doing that, but you weren't doing anything to get it. But I feel like you weren't because you felt like you needed justice in a situation. And this is like, there's a completion, but you like left it behind, okay? It's like you did what you had to do. At least you felt like you did what you had to do in order to get that new beginning, but there was no justice, which needs the healing. But you needed the power within yourself to bring the confidence, right, to happiness with the solar plexus. But you needed to get out of your head first, which brought healing into this situation. So I feel like you are going towards this person or going for a new beginning because you're out of your head and you want a commitment. It also could be confusion that, was not letting you have that happiness. But you knew you could. Like, you knew if you just had that communication, balance the coming together, like you knew with your intuition, but you just weren't doing it. It's like no, okay. Like you just wanted that justice, but you had to release that karma and heal, have that power within you to be able to purify and ground yourself in the situation. Okay? But you could have had this situation if you just communicated. Like, you knew that. I don't know if, and that's the karma. Like, that's the karma. Like, it brought more problems because of that. Because you knew. And it's like you were resisting what the universe was trying to give you. And the communication is right before that. It's also underneath the going for something, which I'm guessing is the relationship, the communication. But you needed to get out of your head first, and you did, which brought you clarity with the solar plexus and the power to realize and get clarity on this relationship. But the healing needed to happen because you don't even know if you're going to get justice from this person. And sometimes we just need to accept that. We just need to accept that some people aren't going to give us that justice that we feel like we need in relationships or whatever the situation is. And, you're just going to have to get out of your own head and give that justice to yourself, because that shit happens a lot. Because it's gonna take away your own happiness. It's like, it's not affecting that person whatsoever. It's just hurting you. There needs to be communication, or like, look at her leg. Like, she's stepping on one. You also could be in this situation with 1 foot in, 1 foot out. And that could be because you need that justice, because you just, no. But you knew what to do. You knew the communication had to happen to balance things out. So it's like, you want justice, but you had the answer within you the whole time. So what you doing? The babies. Okay. It's good that you're out of your head, though. So we got nothing is set in stone. Conclusions are within reach. And look at the bigger picture. Okay. So there's justice that you want, right? Right? No. Like, the clarity that you needed, come here. The clarity that you needed, The clarity that you needed is coming. Nothing is set in stone yet, so that anything can change with the situation. It says, look at the bigger picture. Okay. This is also a full moon. Conclusions are within reach. It's like a completion. Nothing is set in stone. That's a mutable moon. So you could be dealing with a mutable sign as well, or a Sagittarius. Look at the bigger picture. Okay. Conclusions are in reach in order to start setting stuff in stone for that commitment, happiness, and, decide whether or not what it is you really want and communicate it so you have all the answers and you're not confused anymore, so you know exactly what you're getting yourself into. When it says look at the bigger picture, I feel like this situation could be a spiritual kind of situation, which also has the DNA release. It needed healing, whatever it was, to bring you that. But you needed the power in order to do it, to get that. But why I'm saying that, because I know I already said it. There's something that you're not looking at. And with the full moon and the Mercury retrograde and all that stuff, and the Aquarius age, energy is, it's going to make you open your eyes to a different perception. You're going to see what you did not see before that was either confusing you or you thought something was what it wasn't. Okay? Look at the bigger picture. It's like, when I say I feel like this situation is spiritual and there's more to it than just the situation in itself, because it's ancient healing wisdom. So it's like there's something, the ancient wisdom part. It's like the karma needed to happen to have that ancient healing wisdom, because healing needed to happen, but there was also a lesson in it, and there was karma on both sides. It wasn't just one person. Like, two people obviously had something to do with this, but look at the bigger picture. It's like, change your perception on the situation, because you might just be looking at it completely in a negative way. And it's like, look at the bigger picture. Like, maybe this person made you so incredibly happy, but then something happened that needed healing, and it's like, it's telling you, look at the bigger picture. What did you see with this person when you first met them? Like, after the healing, it's like, go back to the situation. It's going to come up anyways, because Mercury retrograde and the full moon. So whatever the situation is, and it could have been the manifestation during the new moon, where the intentions were set for your future. There you go. Like, look at the bigger picture. Like, who is this person to you? What did they bring in your life? Did they bring you happiness? It's right next to the commitment. Did they bring you happiness? What did you see with them? Like, is there any way that you guys can both heal in order to have those conclusions and reach and make something set in stone, and not manipulate each other, and actually really, like, get that lovers, like that. There's a bigger picture to this. It's a spiritual relationship. Because it says, look at the bigger picture, and because of the situation with the healing, with the ancient healing wisdom, I don't know why, but I feel the energies of a twin flame relationship, which is also, like, I can feel it, which, whatever the situation was that you need justice on, that made you get stuck in your head, that did not let this new beginning start, it was karma that needed to be released with the healing. So it's like I said, that moon bath rain. But shit, just fell. Something could happen also during the autumnal equinox, which could be from the summer to fall. That could be a time period. That looks like a summer card. If nothing is set in stone yet and conclusions are within reach, I feel like you are going to get your justice. It's 11. 1 + 1 is 2, which is duality. It is partnership. It is balance, stability. So I think you are going to get your justice, but there needs to be communication. And it might even be coming in fast. That is the first card of the whole reading. And then we have justice. But you know what your intuition is telling you about this commitment. It's like you're just being stubborn, or you needed to do the healing in order to have that power and confidence to come back to the situation. Because it does say that you deserve love. Obviously, this isn't like every single reading. You are lovable. Obviously, this person loves you and you have a lot of passion. It says, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy and playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit to To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So it's like the same, like joy comes with that, which happiness, childlike playfulness, you know? So obviously there's something more to this connection that you're not seeing. Okay. We have I love when this shit happens. So we have Chantel. Ready? This is an angel message. New romance is imminent. Imminent. Yeah. IMMINENT. I don't know why I can't do this. New romance is imminent, either with a newcomer or through reignited passion. In your existing relationship, be open to giving and receiving. So I'm going to read that again. New romance is imminent, either with a newcomer or through reignited passion in your existing relationship. Be open to giving and receiving love. I love it. Which also is knowing that you deserve love in order to be open to it. Then we have Archangel Gabriel. You have an important life purpose involving communication in the arts. Please don't allow insecurities to hold you back. I will help you. So invoke and call upon Archangel Gabriel. I was just going to say before I even read this that he's the one that helps you with communication, which obviously there was a situation where communication was not used. This was in my deck for whatever reason. Wow. And it's the Justice card of Archangel Raguel. And it says, fair and just decisions, do what you know is right, stand up for your beliefs. So if there was a situation, you know what to do with it. You know how to make it right, but still stand up for yourself and still say what needs to be said. And it's funny because you had justice with this. And it's 8, 11, 8, 9, 10 completion. And it's your last card. And when I did my own reading to see how I wanted to do this, I got the same thing. So it's kind of cool. Okay. And just a message from the universe. So yeah, communication has to definitely be done in this situation in order for complete healing, releasing of the karma, because you have communication of the arts, and it's like that's also your life purpose. So it's like if you're not communicating, and that has something to do with your life purpose and the arts, like you're also going to start having tower moments because you're resisting your life purpose and it's trying to be presented to you and you're not letting it in because you're ignoring your intuition on the new lesson that the karma is trying to teach you, which you're just not releasing it. Okay, so we have, didn't I put one out? Whatever. I choose love no matter what. When I focus on my inner light, I see the world through the lens of love. Kind of like looking at a person with a person like the first time you've ever met them. I create mindful moments throughout the day, reminding myself that I am love and miracles are natural. I love that one. And miracles are natural. Okay, that is your reading, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo, for the next 2 days. Get your karma done, because once you do, that commitment is going to bring you so much happiness. Even if it's not a commitment and it's just dating or getting to know somebody, it doesn't need to be a label. It doesn't need to be like a legit commitment. It can just be a start of something new. Just don't manipulate the situation. Don't try to control it, because that's resistance and it's just going to cause more problems. But it seems like it's coming in quick. I mean, I'm doing a reading for the 28th and 30th. New moon is tomorrow. Full moon is tomorrow. There's a lot of completions on here. And it's funny because this is duality and partnership. And this is the number 2 as well, which is duality and partnership. 10, we have 8s, which is about like infinite abundance, infinite relationship, like the infinite sign. Another 3. Oh wait, no, that's the other 3. The devil is 6, which is like coming out of a difficult situation or change. Yeah. So your karma is pretty much communication in the situation. And releasing it will give you the healing and the justice that you need. And look at the bigger picture. If this person loves you and you know that, you'll get your justice and the conclusions that you need. And nothing is set in stone yet. So you're okay. But you're out of that torture in your head, monkey brain, so that's good. But yeah, do that new beginning. Because literally the sun and the Hierophant were right next to each other. And the Chariot and the Knight of Cups, it's like coming in because you're out of your head. You want this relationship. It brings you happiness. There needs to be communication though, because there's no balance. There's no partnership right now because you weren't using your intuition, which wasn't bringing any lessons learned to the situation, so it wasn't moving anywhere. There needed to be the manipulation and the addiction gone because it wasn't bringing that new beginning. But now you're setting out to look for the new beginning and going towards it, but need your justice, which will bring it, which will come in from the communication. Know that you deserve love. Passion will ignite in a new relationship or a newcomer or an existing relationship that needs to be opened up again. Playfulness, passion, communication. Let go of your insecurities. If you ask for Archangel Gabriel, he will help you with communication skills. Communication in the arts. So you might be like a music person, artist, a singer, dancer, speaker, teacher. But you might be doing something totally different, but because the Aquarius age is coming in and this is all going to be happening, you're going to find out more of what your purpose is rather than what you are doing now. It's going to come. You're going to realize it soon enough. Everybody's going to be at their own pace, but soon enough it will come. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you want to book a reading or whatever, just go to my page. And I will see you guys later. All right, have a good night. Bye.